Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be discussing about how and what is the future of FTX. As you know, in recent developments, has filed for bankruptcy, and this is a really new development into the crypto world because as far as we develop into the crypto world, the scams are now being more and more introduced to the investors. So FTX has filed for bankruptcy and they have sought legal protection. And Sam Bankman, their owner, their CEO, who was like known for the crypto king, is now the fallen king, and he has been he thrown away from the throne. So like he is not a hero anymore because of the recent developments, like how he has handled the finances of FTX and Almeida Research, the parent company of FTX, and the other coins they have invested in. This is a really developing story. As far we go into the story, we get to know more about FTX scams and what they actually did. So I have explained in the previous video about how what things they did to earn bankruptcy, and like they were so bankrupt that they have to file for legal protection. So if we go back into the story, FTX is Bahamas based exchange, and it is fourth biggest exchange, and its biggest competitor was Binance. And like CZ Binance, he knew about like when CoinDesk and CoinDesk did a research on FTX finances, and they knew like yeah, as we know in the currency, what happens is, like if a country is issuing currency, he that country should have a backup of the same currency in gold. So like if they issue $1 million, so they must have $1 million worth of gold in their treasury. So that is same with the crypto. If you are issuing tokens, you must have the same value in your MetaMask or whatever the wallet you have. So like FTX, what they did is they liquidate themselves, like they over liquidate themselves, and they didn't have any liquidity to actually back what coins they are circulating in the market. So if we go and like into a nutshell, they had their supply, but there wasn't any backup or any funds to back that supply because Sam has mishandled the FTX finances. So now the question is, what is the future of FTX? So the future of FTX is like when FTX collapsed, the crypto market collapsed, and Bitcoin saw a really price surge down, and like it went up to 15K. So that was a really big development into the crypto world. So for the investors, they now need to be more careful about which companies to invest and which companies not to invest. And we obviously Sol, we can discuss about Sol's future because what happens is FTX was the sole investor for Solcoin, Solana, and FTX was heavily invested in it. After filing for bankruptcy, now Solana has lost its most of the financial credibility because FTX was its sole big investor, and now he's not like the FTX are not taking any credit, and they are not financing Solana anymore. So Solana also saw a price hike downwards, and that was a really bad change into the crypto. But still, apart from these differences, still crypto saw a hike after the FTX thing. But if we see this situation for about a year or like more, so people, there is a euphoria in market about like the market is gonna go down, and it's just a euphoria because this much scam happens and people have lost millions and crypto has been miserable these days. So this has to be done. And if we go deeper, so we get to know that FTS was considered as the biggest competitor for Binance. So Binance has recently showed its finances into the Metaverse wallet, where they hold $8 billion in Ethereum to back their uh, currency and like their investments. And Binance has been saying to regulate these finances and to actually show a proof of like reserve. So in future, currencies need to be more vigilant about their finances, and people need to actually invest in what they think, like they provide transparency, because in web3 transparency is most, because you trust someone who is sitting above the ocean, like away the from ocean, and like in other countries, and you are investing into their firm. So you need to be considered, and you need to consider their proof of reserve, and actually see what they are saying, are they delivering that. So that is something like, really really good to see when you invest into the coins. So Binance is a $300 billion company. So what they did, was like they said, like they will acquire FTX for whatever the losses and liquidity they need to actually scrap them out of this situation. But then Binance, when it saw the rage in the people, and see this is like a falling ship, they withdrew their support, and that was really expected by Binance, because why would a company so big like Binance, who have someone like our big reserve, and they are proving themselves like we are the ones who are legit in this market, would support someone who actually betrayed its followers, and just like it's a Trojan horse in crypto. So when people also, there have been stories evolving like how that this is a really political scenario, which I won't discuss much, but I will give you an overview of it. Like Joe Biden actually brought Sam and FTX to finance his elections. So this is also a developing story, and we will be seeing more and more updates on this as far as we develop into these stories. So far, future of FTX is not in right hands, and my advice is to stay away from it, because withdrawals have been banned from the FTX US exchange, and there have been an open investigation for FTX in Bahamas. But Bahamas isn't a country which will investigate more into this, because it's a developing country and a really really small country. So I don't personally think there will be a much investigation into that issue. But for now, you shall stay away from FTX, and there will be more videos I will be sharing you. Stay connected. Thank